First update.
Hello YouTube. So I think many of you are like really wondering what's happening with the MyForexFund things. So here is a phase 2 account, and currently I am in the drawdown. You can see how the equity really fluctuating a lot, and there is a day where I almost hit my target, and then I take some really poor trades because I want to to get to the target and complete the phase 2. And eventually you can see that it triggers some of my impulsive behavior, and it draws the balance really down to like the deepest. And right now I got out one of the deepest drawdown just to get into another one. So not fun at all. So you got to the drawdown, you got out of the drawdown, you felt happy, and you took more trade, and you got back to the drawdown again. And you can see that it had been like 26 days. So I took my time, and to be honest, I'm pretty happy with what's really going on. You can see my trading days: losing, losing, winning, losing, losing, winning. And here you can see from drawdown, I got to a really close to my target, and then I got to drawdowns again. I got to very near my targets, and then I got to drawdowns again. So that is one of the most underrated things about the profit target. It's like the closer you get to the profit target, the higher chance that we may fall to be a victim of the psychology trap. Like, well, we are so near the profit target, let's take one more trade. Or we are so near the profit target, let's take like that trade that's not really in our plan, or let's risk a little bit more. And that is what happened. So let me take you to another guess more. So here is my trade copier, and from here you can see that I think you can see the equity balance is more obvious and easier to imagine. So you can see that when I first start, I got really nice trade, and then eventually I was in drawdown for almost 10 days, and then I got out of the drawdown, and then really near the profit target, 5%, and then I got down again, up again, I got down again. So why I am happy even I am in drawdown right now, because usually it doesn't take me this long, and usually I don't survive this long. And the most important thing is you can see my win rate is around 40%. And don't let the turtle trade fool you. It's around every day I took from 1 to maximum 3 trades. So usually it is around 2 trades a day, and so it happened by almost 30 days, so maybe around 50 trades. And even that I took that much trading and I'm still like surviving, what makes me really happy is that I know deep down that I actually have something. I actually have an edge, even if it's very small. Why so? Because in 100% of my trade, there are around 30% of my trade or more that I was impulsive. And when I was impulsive, I actually took like random trades, or I took some trade that the entry is kind of formal, or late, like early, or like not in plan at all. And there are 1 or 2 days that I actually overtrade. So even that I got a lot of impulsive things and a lot of bad habits going on in this kind of trading, but I still managed to survive, and I still manage my risk. So I never risk more than 1 hour. So that is one of the things that I really like happy about. So my risk management is pretty solid. But obviously I really need to work on myself more so that my impulsive behavior and my unnecessary losses can be eliminated in the future. So that's what really happening. Even though I'm not really going anywhere or achieving a lot of achievement yet, but I think only us knowing how far we have traveled and what it means for us that every day we get better, and even now it's looking red, and even now it's looking not so good. But what about the future? It depends all on this very moment how we perceive the loss, how we looking at the data, and how we're gonna yeah get out of the drawdown. Because it's happening if I get total amount of the phase one and phase two, I got around 70 or so 80 trades, 80 trade like over 2 months of sample size, and I'm still like net positive. And I'm still net positive, and my expectancies is still positive. Even like 30% of my trades, or even more, I think it's close to 40%. Like 30 or 40% of my trade are very impulsive and emotional and not good entry, and I still managed to be profitable after 80 trades. So that means something. And so the most clear thing here is that if I can work on myself and I can manage myself better, obviously that my equity curve is gonna be a lot better, a lot like less drawdown, and it's like an uptrend. So I hope that I clear what you may think about what's happening with the MyForexFund fund kind of stuff. I know that many of you want me to win this, so you can like have a confirmation that I am a profitable trader or I'm a good trader, so you can learn from me or whatever. Or like many people, I think me too. We want to learn from someone is winning, but that is the thing. Everyone is winning because I am a trader myself, so I want to go to YouTube and searching for something, someone that can be a role model, someone I actually can learn from. But like, what the fuck? Like, everyone is winning. Everyone is like professional, and everyone is profitable, and even they lose like not really much. But here, like, I got like draw down, draw down, draw down, draw down, and it made me feel less about myself. But the one thing I can tell you is one of the skill set that you need to practice in trading is seeing what's real and what's not. That's the reason why I take away all the link, all the affiliate links, all the monetization, like partner with some broker or doing prop firm kind of introduction stuff. I take away every possible monetization. The only thing we have on the channel have is the Google Ads revenue, and that's it. Because I want my voice to be crystal clear. I don't want to be biased. I don't want to take sides. I just want to be myself. So in my FTMO documentary, there are a lot of people comment and actually ask for the update for the MyForexFund journey. And that is the thing. Sometimes, like, to be honest, I find my own battle and you find your own battle. And my results should not affect how you perceive market and how you study. We all want to learn from winning trader. That's really why everything on the internet is all about winning, and it's all about payment, all about lifestyle and shining stuff. We are here. We're just beginning, and we saw only the result and how professionals make their living and driving luxury car. But how about the process? The process, the middle part. That is a missing piece. Yeah, a lot of missing piece, right? in the middle. But because our attention is not in the process, it's not in the losing streak, it's not in the drawdown thing. That's the reason why content creator gonna take advantage of majority of people attention, and they create the content that you want to see. And when you see it, you became a part of the cycle, the trading loop, and we just keep being there without learning anything new. We thought that we are learning, but we are not. We're not really working on ourselves. Sometimes it's never about improving the system, because whatever system we are going to use or concept what we are going to use, if we mix it with our impulsive, if we mix it with our emotional pattern and emotional trading behavior, eventually we're gonna messing up. That's the reason why we are the trade. For me, we are the trading holy grail. And if we can manage ourselves really well, then most of the trading system, most of the trading concept, we're gonna find a way to live with it.
2 days later.
Hello YouTube. So I'm sorry to announce that I failed the challenge, and you can see that eventually I was impulsive, and then I took the trades that was not belong to my trading system, to my trading strategy, and eventually you can see the last 3 days especially the last 2 days, I lost more than I should, and yeah, and I lost the challenge. And it has been almost a month fighting, and I almost reached the profit targets like 2 times, but I let my emotion get in, and I took the trade I should not. And here's what happened. Hello YouTube. So this is probably like the third time I try to record this, because the kind of data that I'm showing you right now is my personal channel, and it's like a diary of a trader if you have one. And the reason that it made me feel very vulnerable and hard to share is because that is very sensitive data, especially here when I lost myself and being impulsive, and I just destroy my account. Because even myself right now, looking at the kind of data is very sensitive, and it's very hard for me to actually see it, let alone showing it to other people. The reason that I want to show you, because I have something that I think that it may benefit for you. So let's begin. So if you looking around, here is my phase 1. So the phase 1, I started 300k, and then you can see that the only problem is that I have a really huge and big trade right here when I lost like almost 5R. I got like 10k in profit, and then I lost almost all of it due to one trade of being impulsive. And then I started to trade only indices, and I want to show you the equity curve when I started to trade indices right here. So I started to trading indices right here, and you can see that I got really nice equity curve and very small drawdown, and the win rate, it has improved a lot as well. And then eventually when I started phase 2, I got sometime I lost, sometime I win, but eventually the balance continues to go up. And let me make it easier for you to see. So I make it starting balance 300k again. So you can see around here, even though we're losing due to over trading, I still managed to climb back to break even, and then I got to half of my profit target, and then eventually I got really close to my profit target right here. You can see really close. That is the moment when I started to think that let's make one more trade and get it done, and I take a trade that's not in my strategy, and that one trade leads to another and another and another, and I started to be impulsive, and from almost passing the challenge, I got to deep drawdown the next day. How does that feel? Does that feel like shit? So the first thing, when you got close to your profit target, don't underestimate what may happen. Just focus on the next trade and just doing things as normal. And then, even that I managed myself to get back to almost break even again, but then somehow I started to trade Forex, then gold, and I started to trade the pair that I am not I am not trading gold for a while, but now I started to just trade this again. I had no idea. I think I could manage to trade it, but eventually I got impulsive again, over trading a lot, and I lost the account. So I will show you the final equity curve. Let me fix it first. Here. So here is the final equity curve after around 90 trades and 2 months of sample size. So everything was really nice, and I'm pretty happy with my trading indices, and I'm pretty happy with the routine that I'm putting myself in. But here is a problem. Here is some problems that I think that is the first one, getting closer to profit target. So not really closer, but like very close. So when you get very close to profit target, that's usually when we have a possibility to make dumb trade. So second one, trade more than I should. They probably obviously clear, but I think this one is the most important thing, because during the past 2 months, during this kind of period, everything is consistent. Even that I make mistake, because if you see this, you're gonna see that I was impulsive a lot. Even up here, I overtrade sometimes, alright, and still impulsive sometimes. And even right here, I over risk. But if I can get back to the plan, if I can come back to my routine, and if I can just trade what I usually do, then everything is gonna be fine. But this time, because I was too impulsive and I could not stop myself from this kind of behavior, that's really why eventually I lost. But here is the thing. So what I got to understand and what I learned during the kind of failure. So the first thing is, I'm pretty happy with my routine, because obviously it's working, and it's working really nice. If I let it do its job, then things should be fine. And the second thing is, it's never about the system. And I started to rely that and see things from, like, I started to see myself more clearly that I am the problem. And even though I am not there yet, I'm not at a level where I can just keep trading and trading and trading and doesn't feel a thing type of stuff. I don't know about you, but for me, being emotional is always gonna be a case. And from what I'm seeing during the cup challenge, and from what I'm seeing during the cup time that I spend to trade and work really hard, even I end up losing and I lost my account. But what I got here is I got to see that, and I got to confirm that it's me who screwed things up. It's never about the concept, it's never about the mentor or the system. It's all about me. And I think that it may be the case for many other people as well. We think that it's maybe something else, maybe we are missing something. Maybe this kind of equity curve is due to the system is not performing like we think. But what about the kind of overtrading? What about the kind of trading different pair? What's about the kind of trading during the time where we should not? And the final thing I want to say is I underestimate the hardship of trading multiple accounts. Now, we all think that we're gonna just connect everything together and the trade copier are gonna do its trick. But fuck, like, it's really hard for me to actually convey everything, because this case right here is where you're gonna learn from your experiences. It's really hard to say. They're very small things, but it can lead to really huge problem. Now let's say I'm trading HK50, but one of my account it doesn't support HK50. It doesn't have this symbol. And or let's say I'm trading Australia 200, and every broker have a different opening time. Now that is a problem as well. Or yeah, there's a lot of small problem, but I never think that we may lose that trade is not a problem, but the problem is some kind of uncertainty that can trigger our impulsive behavior, and that's when we piss off, and that's when we got angry, and that's when we lost ourselves, and eventually this happened, and before I know it, I lost an account. If you watch until now, I'm not sure if I even should upload this on YouTube. So the final thing I want to say is my FTMO phase 2 account is still okay. If you watch until now, I think you deserve to know that. And that is one of the beautiful things that I just realized as well. Because I really care to show people the good behavior, to show people the power of being disciplined and risk management kind of. That's the reason why even that I overtrade on other account of mine and in my MyForexFunds phase 2 and I failed the account, but somehow because I want the documentary to bring good values, good practice to other people. That's the reason why somehow the FTMO is still okay. And I think if I can get my shit together again, then I can pass it. And hopefully I can publish it. Hopefully. So yeah, it's quite a difficult journey, but I'm really happy that it took me 2 months to lose this challenge, and it never took that long. Usually I pass or I fail, but this time I took my time, I follow a routine, and I see a lot of new things. So I see you on the next video.